Hi everyone. I just want to say hello. Wherever you are in the world, I bet you know that we are in the World Cup at the moment. And yesterday I had a very, very powerful experience. In my country, that is Colombia, was playing to Greece. And the small community in my town, that is from Colombia, we got all together in the house with one of our friends, and all of us were wearing, and all of that we were screaming and singing and getting together just with one purpose, and it was to support our country, even if we are very far away. The result was fantastic because we won 3-0, but all the celebration and everything that we were feeling made me think a lot. Made me think a lot about what was going on in our life and how people, when they go together, they can do whatever they want to do, really. And this is the point that I want to see with you about. Because what happened is we are we are all connected, we are all interconnected, and a lot of times in our society we were connected in different groups of individuals to be able to compete with other people, to see who is better and who is worse. But when you get together with another person with one specific cause, with one specific reason, you feel so much pleasure and you feel so happy because you are interconnected and you feel complete. So how can we apply that to our life? It's not so simple because in our brains and in our hearts, in one way or another, we think that we are separate, that we are not whole and complete. So I would suggest that the first thing that we will do is to get in touch with ourselves. Sometimes we think our ego is different than us. Sometimes we think our inner child doesn't exist. But the reality, the real reality, is that we are not complete. Our ego is part of us. Our inner child is part of us. And if we get together and we share our feelings, our emotions, we will get better results.
Hi, Maria.
Oh, hello, Serene. You are with us. Welcome to
Yay!
our show.
Looking forward to it.
It's so nice to hear you. Have you been listening what I was talking about?
Well, for 2 minutes maybe, yes. About connection and, yeah.
All right. So let me introduce you to everyone. Serene is a Heal Your Life teacher, is a yoga teacher, and is a supreme, fantastic nutritionist. She knows everything about how to eat properly, about what do you have to eat and what don't you have to eat. But Serene, we are speaking, I was speaking about the importance to be able to work in community, to know that we are not separate people, that we are part of everyone, and that we, all of us are interconnected. So tell me, what do you think about that?
Yes, I believe in that. The problem is the day-to-day life, to be able to go about it without judging anybody, and just remembering that we are one, right? And actually, if we do that, everything would just flow. And if you just try it for a little while in your life, you see that miracles happen, and no problems arise between communication between people. But the problem is our ego, right?
Yeah,
Which makes us feel separate.
Yeah, but that is the thing. But the ego is part of us. That's what I was telling to everyone. The first thing that we have to do is to make a deep connection with what we are. We can't say this is my spiritual part, this is my ego, this is my inner child. No, we are all whole and complete. And when we start to accept what we are, we can move to the next step toward in a community, like say start with a family and really start to create objectives and things to work together in the family and be able to share. And like you said, you mentioned something absolutely important, and it's to learn to don't judge, because we are very, very keen to judge what we do and what the other people do, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Very easy. That's, I think, one of the most difficult challenges in life. Hmm?
Tell me, in your process in life, how have you been learning? How do you practice the possibility to don't judge anyone?
Well, actually, the way I haven't yet gotten there, but I'm working on it, and is that knowing that each person, each one of us, you cannot judge anyone because each one of us has their story, which maybe themselves are not very aware of either, which comes from childhood or even from other lives, if you believe in reincarnation. And so really you cannot judge anybody, because like I have found out that I have my stories when I wasn't even conscious about them. So working on yourself, doing your own self-development, you realize that everyone has the same stories. So it makes you more compassionate and start realizing that you really cannot judge anybody.
Oh, that is great. That is a very great advice. You know, what I have been learning is also, and it's very important to remember, is that everybody does the best that they can do with the knowledge that they have. I remember, for example, a lot of things that I believe when my son was very little, and I saw that I was a very, very good mom to teach him that kind of thing. And when I was growing in my personal life and in my spiritual way, today I think if I had the knowledge that I have now, I would be teaching my son when he was little very different things.
Yes, that's true.
That's true, isn't it?
It is true. I feel the same thing. I would have done it differently with my daughter as well.
So when you realize that and you look yourself with compassion, you say, well, but I did the best I could do because that was what I knew at the moment. But that is always open the possibility to say to, you know, when other people do things that maybe we think, oh, it could be wrong or something, you just can keep compassion as well. I think, well, they're doing the best that they can do because that is what they know.
Exactly. Very good. Yes. Yes, Maria, I agree.
Okay. So after to work with yourself and after to work, like say, with a family, what would be the next stage to work in community? Will you work like in a school, or will you work with your neighborhood, or how do you start to work more with people to feel interconnected, that to understand that you are really interconnected with everything, with nature, with animals, with people? How do you do that?
I think having a common purpose, and getting people connected to their to themselves, and having a main purpose in life, which at the end of the day is always community oriented, because it's always service to others. I think this would make people start wanting to work together towards their common purpose.
That's true. You know, it's yesterday for me. I don't know if you heard me at the beginning of the show, and I didn't know even if people could hear me because I have a little problems with my computer this morning. But you know, that it was last night. I have a very, very strong experience because I was watching the match of Colombia, the football match, and you can sense the feeling of community. We were a small community of Colombian people here, but we didn't know each other. A lot of us, we didn't know each other, but we were cuddling in each other, we were singing each other, we were really love each other. And if you were looking the stadium, all the stadium, no, 99% of the stadium was supporting Colombia, but it is not because from South America, and that is what is the way that we stand. We start in a little thing. We stand like start like to say we are from the same city, and then we say we are from the same country, and then we say that we are from the same continent, and that we have to arrive to say we are from the same planet. And it's not really different between frontiers, it's not different between countries, it's not different between races, it's not different between anything really. We are just part of the universe. And I think it would be good if we, for example, do a little bit of meditation of that. Would you like to join me?
Sure, I'd love to.
All right. So I will ask everyone that are listening to the program to close your eyes and to breathe very deep. Just breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And every time that you breathe, feel how light, a very clear, powerful light is going into your body. And leave that light take you to a very quiet place. A place that you can see the infinite, where you cannot find the difference between air and sky. All is one. That you cannot see your body, that you cannot see the body of anyone, that you cannot see the difference of color, bright, just bright, and everything is peaceful. Just go to a place where you don't have any desire, where you do not have any worry. You are just complete. You are part of that heaven. You are part of that earth. Feel how the energy is running slowly through all your body, full of peace, full of love. Feel how it's no difference between men and women, between black and white, older and children. All of us are looking for the same. To be happy, to be loved, to be complete. And breathing very slowly to relax. That you don't have to look for that anymore, because you are loved, because you are happiness, because you are all complete. Now, start to breathe a little bit deeper. And when you will be ready, open your eyes. Right, how did you feel, Serene?
Good, complete. Very good, very relaxing. I love your words. Feels good.
All right, now. Oh, and you have your little dog?
Maria, maybe there's somebody else on the call as well. I heard something.
Really?
I think there's somebody else.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Oh, hello. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Kelly.
Oh, hello, Kelly. Welcome.
Thank you. I speak a bit of Spanish, but I wouldn't dare try to do it with all of you. So thank you for speaking English.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope that you can understand me, even my accent.
No, both of you have a beautiful accent. And the fact is, you could easily be speaking your language, right, on Blog Talk Radio. Is it Portugueses or Espanol? But whatever your native language is, it's obviously not English. So why are you choosing to speak English? This is great.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I live in England. And
Wow.
I have been teaching. I'm based in England and I teach in England.
Wow. Wonderful.
So tell me, where are you?
My ancestors are from England. This England thread is just going to go on and on. But I thought Ecuador or something, or the other person on the line who initiated. Hello? Are you still there?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Are you in Ecuador?
No. I'm in Spain, in Barcelona.
Spain. Oh, my goodness. Mallorca, it's the most beautiful place. It's so beautiful. So I've been to Barcelona and Mallorca.
All right, now tell me, what do you think about to be feeling complete, to be sharing with other people, to know that it's no different between one and another?
Increíble. I think the most important thing is that anyone listening feels that they're a part of the world, not just their own community, and more than even a meditation. I study a lot. That's what I do. I study, and so I have all these academic accolades, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's about healing for me. So I think that's where our connection is. Like, how can anybody listening, it's about empowering people, not just yoga, but within themselves, getting outside of the system. So expanding their horizons, like just understanding that they can transcend.
All right, and how do you do that?
Pardon me?
Yes?
How do they do that, right?
How do you do that, yes? How do you do that?
Yeah. So a beautiful person who's come into my life, she just said, Kelly, prayer and getting in contact with Source. So I've been doing that. And so, Maria, I'm sure you believe in that sort of thing, right? Just making sure you're in touch with Source, prayer, whether you God, angels, whatever your alignment is. I was caught into fear and anger because of greedy bankers, or that's what I call them, or, EMFs, or, smart meters, or Wi-Fi and everything. So at the end of the day, we have the ability to transcend all of this negativity. And so I'm just about offering hope that it can happen.
Yes, that is the most important thing. What we have to do is, nothing outside of us really can make us angry. Nothing outside of us can make us sad or anything. We have to take responsibility to know that absolutely everything is inside of us.
Yeah.
And my happiness cannot depend on the happiness of other person or the action of other person. My peace of mind cannot depend on what other people do. Because when I say someone did, someone made me, what happened my power to that person or to that event that is going into my life.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing very, very important is when I transcend, when I get in contact with the spirit, when I realize that I am part of God and that I'm part of every single one, my energy going up. And when my energy going up, I am able to give love. When I give in love to people, I don't have to do anything else. Because really I am transforming the universe with that energy, with that love that I project.
And Maria, I mean, por supuesto, I give love, right? Love, it's easy to do, but when we go into the world sometimes, everything comes at us and it can be very muy difícil, no fácil. I have very limited Spanish, so I can only say that I feel as though to know that someone is empowered and how to become empowered is really important today. And I'm going to say that in English in case anybody's listening, because I think with credit cards at the banks or political system or whatever, or the TV, I would give a few helpful hints. I know your beautiful colleague. Are you still on the line? Who does yoga? Are you there?
Yes, all right.
Yeah, of course. Hello. Anyway, for somebody who doesn't do yoga, I don't do TV. So, something as simple as that, like not doing TV in the U.S. because of the programming or whatever. That's a very simple thing.
That's very good. So
it is very good.
We are going now to finish the show very soon. So I would like to thank you for coming over and for calling us and share your experience. And also I would like to say to everyone is everyone has to find your own path. Everyone do it the same. That everyone has to find the destiny and what is good for you.
Right.
So, and the best thing that we can do, as Serene said, is don't criticize. Stop to judge anything that anyone do. Stop to judge any system or anything.
But Maria, may I say that TV offers so much programming, Wi-Fi programming in the United States, or EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies with the cell phones, all those things, just to kind of understand. People don't really understand the negativity that's involved with all of that.
Yes. No, I perfectly understand, and exactly the same when we're doing with nutrition, what do you have to eat, and with exercise, and with education. But in my personal experience, what I learned, and that is what I think, is the best step that we can do is, if this something is not good for me, I'm not doing it. But at the same time, I leave the space for other people to decide when it's in their own time what is good and what is not good for them. And the energy that I will apply in say that something is good or something bad, I apply in look the beautiful, and in concentrate in the beautiful. Okay, now Serene, would you like to say some few words before we say bye-bye to everyone?
Yes, actually, what I also got is the issue of acceptance.
Yes.
We just have I feel that how my life has changed is just by accepting that everything is in perfect order, but really accepting it from within, and knowing that whatever is happening to me, I had already planned for it before I came to this, and this makes it easier for me to accept whether it's good or whether it's bad, knowing that everything is for my own personal growth. And it makes it easy to accept even bad things that happen to you. Just accept it and thank it, because although you don't know where this is taking you and all you see at this moment is bad, just believe that all this is for your own good. And this has really helped me.
Oh, Serene, that is so, so profound. And thank you very, very much to remind that, because to be grateful for everything that is going in our life is so important. And it's one of the really, really big pillars to be able to grow as a person. And it's to do that, to be grateful, because sometimes we think that challenge in life that are just really, really heavy and very impossible to do. But what we don't realize is that challenge that are open the doors to grow. So we have to be really, really grateful about that. And as you say, be able to accept with happiness. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for everyone who has been listening to us, this series of programs that we have been doing. This is the last one of the series. We will are breaking now for summer, but hopefully we will be back to speak with all of you in September. So thank you very much, and I wish you the best of life. Live with love, with acceptance, and with happiness.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.